So those were our first 7 inventors. They'll be featured on the first 7 episodes of our series. Now let's meet our second 7, who will be featured in episodes 8 through 14. Rebecca Byler was born to be a teacher.
Before I went to school, I remember playing school where I was the teacher. So, you know, and I have 2 older sisters that are teachers as well, so it was just kind of, that's what I was going to do.
Born with a gift she's put to use for more than 2 decades in the classroom.
There is so much extra paperwork, so much extra testing, and we're getting away from what we really should be doing, which is teaching.
Creative thinking comes easy to Joe Casal.
I just enjoy creativity. I really like the idea of solving problems.
A career industrial designer,
I have designed products in the area of toys, office, housewares.
And multiple patent holder.
I hold about 12 different patents in different product categories and areas.
Joe knows inventing.
Well, one of the things about a true inventor is that we look at everything in life differently. We're always looking at ways to improve the simple things as well as the complicated things. And it's an ongoing process. This doesn't stop. It goes on forever.
Like a lot of parents, Brad and Melinda Shepard are professional problem solvers and amateur inventors.
We often come up with product ideas, different things, and having young children in the house, you see a lot of needs for new products all the time. So we have a long list of them.
But unlike most busy working moms and dads who just think up a solution to a problem and never act on it,
well, everybody has some good ideas, but they don't know how to get past the idea.
Brad the engineer and Melinda the accountant acted on an age-old problem parents with young children have been confronted with for ages.
He asked me to kind of describe what it was that I envisioned, and so being an engineer, he was able to design some things.
We tossed around a few different ideas and then came up with the idea of 2 concentric, spherical bowls.
For more than 20 years, John Davis has been on a roll, riding the ups and downs of the printing business he started when he was 17 years old.
Printing business is up and down. It's a roller coaster. You have good months, bad months, and in between months. It's like some months you're busy, some months you're not. Some months you go bankrupt.
Shortly before losing his business to bankruptcy, an idea he hopes he can ride to financial freedom was born out of the day-to-day grind that supported him for so long.
Through my printing company, our presses all have oscillating rollers, and they go back and forth, and me and my son were looking at spinner wheels in a magazine, and he's wanting me to get some spinners for my truck, and I'm like, well, we're not getting any spinners. And I'm sitting there watching the rollers go back and forth, and so I put the 2 together, and I said, hey, how about an oscillating spinner?
To millions of people in Central Florida, Jennifer Holloway is the smiling face that wakes them up each morning and gets them ready for their workday.
Good day to you, and thanks a lot for joining us today for Bay News 9. I'm Jen Holloway. It's Thursday, March 15th.
To Jennifer Holloway herself, she's just a small-town girl born and raised on a trout farm in rural Georgia who's always been driven to make it big.
I think it motivates you to be creative in that kind of environment.
And while she didn't have a lot growing up,
I think maybe as a child I realized, because we didn't have a lot of, I didn't always have Little Debbie's when I went home, and I didn't always have the coolest toys. But what I had was a spirit to make my parents happy, and that didn't cost me a thing.
Jen admits her childhood was priceless.
I'm not motivated by money. I'm motivated by what life has to offer, and that's helping others.
Lynn and Karen have been inseparable for as long as they can remember.
We've been friends for 25 years. We met in high school, freshman choir. Yep. Only altos in the freshman choir.
Yes.
They know each other inside and out.
I don't know.
I'm a Libra.
I'm an Aquarius.
Oh, I was going to say Pisces. That would have been wrong.
And while they both have college degrees in non-technical fields,
I have an education degree, she's communications degrees.
their on-the-job training as moms to multiple kids has brought out their inner inventor.
We've always been destined for greatness.
You may not recognize Chuck Foley or know his name, but odds are he's made you smile.
I think everything that I do, I have fun. If I can't have fun, then I just don't want to do it.
With dozens of products on the market, more than 100 patents to his name, Foley has been called an American treasure.
Everything I have comes from seeing a need someplace, but it's so darn obvious. It's, like I say, it's not like I made electricity. No, boy, now that's quite a trick.
Foley is the co-inventor of the iconic American game Twister, or pretzel as he called it when he pitched the idea to Milton Bradley in 1965.
I can look back and say, gee, look what I did. Oh, come on. I mean, if I wrote my entire story out and put it in a book, they'd think it was fiction. But it happened.